5 moments that changed America forever. The Great Depression, 1929 to 1939. It wasn't just a stock market crash, it was a nationwide collapse. Banks failed. Families lost everything. Red lines stretched for blocks. People went from thriving to starving overnight, and the American dream seemed shattered. But out of the rubble came resilience and reform. FDR's New Deal didn't just rebuild, it reshaped the economy, creating Social Security, job programs, and protections we still use today. This era taught America that even in its darkest hours, unity and leadership could light a path forward. 9/11/2001. Planes hit the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and a Pennsylvania field, forever changing how we view safety, freedom, and fear. It was an attack not just on buildings, but on the very heart of the nation. Nearly 3,000 lives were lost that day, but so many heroes rose: first responders, passengers, citizens who refused to break. America mourned, then united, and in the ashes, a generation learned what it means to stand together when everything falls apart. The Civil Rights Movement, 1950s-1960s. America promised liberty and justice for all, but for millions that promise was broken. From bus boycotts to marchers on the Edmund Pettus Bridge, ordinary people became extraordinary voices. Martin Luther King, Jr. didn't carry weapons, he carried hope. And despite beatings, jails, and fire hoses, they never gave up. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 wasn't just legislation, and it reminded the world that justice isn't handed out. It's fought for peacefully and powerfully. The Civil War and Emancipation, 1861-1865. Brother fought brother over the soul of a nation. Over 600,000 lives were lost, not to conquer land, but to determine whether freedom would mean something for everyone. When Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, it didn't just free the enslaved. It cracked open the idea of equality. The war ended with a torn but unified country. Slavery was abolished, and the Constitution was amended. It was the bloodiest lesson in U.S. history, but also one of its most defining. The Declaration of Independence, 1776. Before America was even a country, it was an idea that ordinary people could defy a king and declare that all men are created equal. On July 4th, 1776, that idea was signed into reality, and America was born not with a sword, but with words. It inspired revolutions worldwide, challenged centuries of monarchies, and gave birth to the world's longest-lasting democracy. It wasn't perfect. Many were still excluded, but it was a foundation. And everything that came after, every fight, every victory, stood on the shoulders of that declaration. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment.